dude, everything was like a heal over time. And that was a sudden end to the song. Holy crap. So wait, I don't get the new game plus this shit? Huh. Autosave evacuation lake. Did it autosave me so I can not leave in the helicopter and actually continue my game? I'll like turn down this game volume. Hold up. Game volume. Turn that shit down. Still sounds loud as hell. But yeah, should be fine. So yeah, the maps on this one were like a lot less. Just everything was so much better in this game, and then like the fact that in order for us to know this time, and we get another achievement. I love when we just get 2 achievements just like that. Dude, there are so many people that have gotten this game, touched this game, and just have not played through it, which is a little disappointing. I bet it's because it was sold in a bundle, and so people. Is that how the percentage works in the achievements? I'm not really even sure, but I can't. I don't even know where to start. Mostly because my notes are all over the place. Oh, they're just gonna drop me here? That's rude. Rude. So yeah, I guess you choose not to go on the chopper and the game doesn't end. Interesting. What's not interesting is the fact that I still have to deal with these fuckers. You know what? Nothing says I have to fight you. So what if I just didn't? I'm gonna stick these nades though. Yeah? Is there someone unconscious on the floor here? Can't have that. Fuck Monolith. So yeah, as you can see, like, this, like, Pripyat area is actually kind of impressive. There is, like, a lot less stashes, well, probably not less stashes to find, but, like, there's no, like, people who give you stashes for this area. I think I found maybe 1 stash in here. So you kind of have to find your own stashes once you get here. But there are quests. I kind of don't like that you can't buy stashes from, like, the information broker. You kind of just give them as quest rewards. I'm not sure if they're random or not, to be honest. I did find stashes with guns. I think my favorite thing about this entire game is stashes were static. They were, they weren't, I mean, they were static in the other games too, but, stashes, the stashes might have been static in all the games, but the stashes loot did not spawn, like, from the get-go. That was easy. The loot did not spawn from the get-go. It was just like you had to pay someone to get it. So even if you could find the stash, it wasn't a matter of finding it because you basically just had to follow a marker on your map anyways for the freaking stashes. And I always hated that with the first 2 games. I mean, you know, I was just experiencing the game, so it's not like I was like, you know, just actively like, oh my god, this game's so bad. But, like, it just wasn't, it didn't feel like I was exploring the zone. It felt like I was going towards a marker point. You know, there was nothing to explore so much in the first 2 games. Not that you couldn't find, like, things and anomalies, you couldn't find the, stuff. They took out stealth in the first game and they brought it back in this game. Although I'm not sure. This is like the first time I've actually gone stealthing knives, and zombies are like the easiest thing to do it with. That guy had an MG, what the heck? What the heck? What are you doing with the MG? And all these decent weapons. Is your MG even usable? No, it wasn't. How unfortunate. Um, the legibility on a bunch of various things like condition was also greatly improved. If you watched any of my previous videos, you know that like the little bars were extremely hard to read at times, most of the time actually. And now it's like really easy to look and see what conditions are for the most part from sitting down at my my TV screen. Um, I'd say that sometimes it still can get a little bit like I really hope the UI with like this little bar system. The bars are still like those bars are really thin from a distance. It might be hard to judge. Still, but you know, for the most part, the UI just became so much more legible at a glance. You know, um, I still, all the games have not addressed this, but I still wish I could change the opacity of the Dropbox. I get why the Dropbox is opaque so you can see like the rest of your inventory, but I can also just click it down when I don't want to read it. Same thing with the HUD. Turn off the night vision. Trying to show it more accurately, but like when it's light out, like if you put this over like a light source, you can see how you can see everything through the map, and I think I do like that. But there's also times where like the lighting in an area is really different, and this isn't bad, especially when it's dark. It isn't bad. Um, but that's a dog. But sometimes the opacity like makes it hard to read certain colors in the background, and I'd much rather have it more solid. Fuck off. The other one died on one hit. Jesus. And I'd much rather have it be like you would probably have struggled to read at a glance read lines on the map if you had something like this lighting in the background. You know, it changes colors changing in the background. Just the opacity slider would be nice on some of those. Be a really good quality of life change. This experimental thing you get, this radar device that you get for doing a quest, it's very useful for not getting hit with various zone things. But at the same time, like, you tell me, is there artifacts in here? I'm telling you right now there is, but can you see where the artifacts are on that little map on my left? They're gonna make an upgrade thing, like the little green dots should have been a different color. With that, I know I'm going into like little teeny nitpicks here. I'm not trying to go into too much detail, but oh god, getting a little bit of lag. And like I said, for the most part, the performance on this game is actually pretty solid. There are points in like areas where you'll feel a little bit of slowdown. For the most part, though, everything's smooth. I'm looking forward to Stalker 2 a lot, especially now after this game. But when I played the first game, I was a little bit like, I'm like, okay, I can have fun with this game. Like I knew when I stepped into the game, I was like, oh, this has a palpable like feel to it that I like in a video game. It has a certain, not just aesthetic, but it had a certain feel to it, and I was like, I'm down with it. Like getting, like if I didn't have night vision, like exploring out at night would be like this, and you just see the yellow eyeballs and stuff. I can't wait to see what they do with like night vision and the new games and stuff. Wonder if they'll make it a little bit less powerful. I don't know. Like night vision in the first game was terrible. I'm gonna try and I should probably stop comparing the games so much and save this for the complete like breakdown of the trilogy. But all you need to know is if you're skeptical about getting into this game, you might want to just play this game not gonna lie, if you're trying to get an idea if you want to play Stalker 2, you have the option of just getting one. Just get this one. This one is by far the best. It has the most improvements. It has the best story, easiest to follow story. You don't have to like squint at pieces of paper and stuff. There's still a lot of in-game like location-based storytelling that you'd find in a game like Half-Life or is it Half-Life? Is that the game I'm thinking of? I'm not sure if we want to lock in Half-Life with that. But you know, there is location-based storytelling with like files and stuff, and then like I really hope they lean more into it. Honestly, there was choices to be made, kind of, sort of. They weren't too big, and they weren't all over the place, but there was an attempt here and there to like, you know, like there's a section where you have to assemble basically a team and you take them through the thing, and it, like when you got out, like everyone had different interactions with the with people on the way when they made it through alive, this big giant gauntlet in the underground, and that was nice. That was that was just great, and I can only imagine they're gonna kink that up at the in this the next like iteration of this game. It already seems like they're having a lot of stuff. Who is fighting over here? Okay, he's fighting zombies? Who are you? I guess there's just stalkers in here. That's what it said in the thing. Like stalkers moved in, where the military moved out. Stay down, motherfucker. But yeah, I don't know what else more I can say about this game, to be honest. Nimble sells you the best guns in the game, and getting cash in this game is actually really easy. What is it? These two flames right here is a couple thousand. Like 10,000. Selling artifacts in each of the games has always been like a good way to make money. But in the first game, the artifacts, I'm pretty sure were limited and didn't respawn. You also just couldn't carry as much by default. I think 60 kg is default in this game. I could be wrong. Oh, I want to say 60 kg is like default carry weight in this game. And that's like more generous than a lot of the other ones. And it's nice. What else am I trying to say here? The upgrading system is a lot less spread out in this one than in some of the other games. What is it? The upgrade system in Clear Sky was just, it was nice to be in there. And to be fair, there might be like a repair station in Shadow of Chernobyl. I don't know. I wouldn't know because, what is it? Freedom? Is it Freedom or Duty? I think, yeah, Duty invades Freedom at like one of the bases as part of like a quest line or something, and like there's a mechanic there, I know, because I talked to him for a second, walked to do something else and figure something else in the base, and had saved and didn't have an older save, and then before I knew it, all hell was breaking loose in the village, the little base and stuff. So there's a bunch of shit going on, and I might have killed the only mechanic at the Freedom base or whatever, or rather he might have died just due to the invasion. The entire base died in that fight for the most part, and I walked out with everything in their little armory somehow, in the confusion, at least as much as I could carry. The personal stashes being marked in this game was massive too. Like, these are just some big things that they've just changed, that are just like, before I was just like grasping, it's like grasping a straw. I was like, it says a stash, everything's a stash, and it's just like, okay, is this my stash? And then it's like, yeah, this is your stash. But any of the boxes, any of the things are your stash. Although I think specifically in this game, do not leave things on bodies. Do not leave things on before you could leave things on bodies. You could even drag bodies. I don't know why. I guess they took out the ability to drag bodies too, which is weird. There's an achievement in, I think, Clear Sky or Shadow of Chernobyl, where you have to sell a certain amount in one transaction, and you either have to like pull it out, or accumulate it all in your stash next to Sidorovich, or you have to drag it on a body, which I did. I had like a bazillion weapons from a massive firefight on one body that I dragged all the way to Sidorovich from like the part of Cordon, like back to him and I just got a bunch of money all in one go and got like achievement. It might have been in Clear Sky, I'm not sure. But like these new meds were also like nice additions. The anomalies as far as like are all over the place in this one too. I think Clear Sky kind of struggled with that, putting anomalies in areas where the player would be forced to deal with them. As something I picked up on the subreddit a lot. I don't have much else to say really. I mean, it's a solid experience. I'm a little sad they didn't move a trader in here. I have to go back just to sell my stuff. But I'm probably gonna uninstall this game. I'm done with it. I'm as soon as I finish my like whole trio video and get the other videos out, I'm getting rid of this game. Not that because I don't want to touch it anymore. I might touch back on it if the waiting gets too unnerving for me. But I do have Baldur's Gate 3 to finish, so that's gonna be fun. I'm only at some place in Act 2. So yeah, but anyways, I hope you guys decide to pick up this game. I highly recommend it, highly recommend it. There's a lot of really good parts in the thing. They definitely put a lot more effort into crafting more, experiences in this game, a lot more like story experiences for doing certain quests, moments, I guess you could say. Because most of the stuff in the other game was just like, go here, kill these guys, and like it could be like a little random. There wasn't anything special about it too much, you know, other than doing the quest, getting some backdrop, you know, maybe getting a cool item, a good piece of armor, a good weapon. And in this game, it's like you know, clearing out the layer of the bloodsuckers. You know, people, once you did that, was it the bloodsucker nest? No. Once you like solved the murderer, there was like an investigation that you did. And once you did that quest, people put stuff in your stash as a form of thanks. I locked myself out of siding with the Stalkers or the bandits in this game because I just didn't know if I should tell someone or not, and then the quest kind of timed out, I think. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It happened, and that was reflected in the final act that I didn't act on that or side with anyone. Unfortunately, I guess that probably made my life easier, to be honest, because the bandits always treated me as neutral, even though they shot all the other Stalkers. I guess, technically a Stalker, even though I was military. They just wouldn't shoot me at all. I probably missed a few quests because of that too, because I'm sure siding with Stalkers would have given me more quests and whatnot, blah blah blah. So I might go through an hard difficulty, who knows. I'm saying it out loud. These people talk too much. I hope there's more stuff in English. I don't want them to get rid of the Ukrainian stuff at all, or whatever language that is. I'm pretty sure it's Ukrainian. But it'd be nice to have like one thing going on in English and like the rest. I don't know if that's possible, but oh boy, the animation improvements, everything, it's getting too much. I'm gonna end it right here though. I think if you guys stayed for this whole mess, thank you. I appreciate you. Any likes and comments is deeply, deeply, deeply appreciated. It's insane how much one comment can like take a video that would have get like 15 views maybe at max, and like suddenly 1 or 2 people comment or even like the video, and I get a couple hundred views. I forget what video I released. I think it's like something on Spidey Senses or something that I released recently, and someone commented about it. It was a Stalker game clip I had recorded while I wasn't streaming, and you can check that out on my Stalker playlist on my channel. But yeah, it's pretty hilarious, and I feel like a handful of people liked it. One or 2 people commented, and it ended up like getting 300 views, which is insane for this channel. So if you leave a like or comment, you are a champ. You are my champ. You are doing me a service, and I greatly appreciate it. But if not the end of the world. I'm not trying to blow up here. I'd actually prefer it not blowing up, because if you do leave a comment, especially if there's only like 1 of you, I will definitely get back to you and respond, assuming it's respond worthy. But anyways, I hope you all have a nice day, and stay safe out there in the zone. Make sure you have someone watching your back. Peace. I don't know why quitting the game